Welcome to the GNA podcast, Games, Nerds, and Alcohol, where we get drunk and talk about stuff. This is an impromptu live cast, mostly because I wanted to stick it to TPC. No, I'm joking. I love those guys. I saw them live cast, and so I was like, you know what? We did a live cast last weekend. Let's do one this weekend. Why not? It was fun. Plus, this is completely impromptu because I have no show notes tonight. Zero! So as you can see, if you go around the room, we've got different people with us tonight, and I just looked at my camera, and man, my brightness is horribly off compared to these guys. But we've got, crap, I'm looking at your name, and I'm screwing up your actual name. Shadow Fox, up there in the upper right, which doesn't have the logo on there. I just realized that. How you doing, Shadow Fox?
Hi.
Good to talk to you, man. I've been muted that whole time, so you couldn't hear a damn word I said, but it was a great friggin' intro.
Yeah, probably was. Just let you do it.
I like how you nodded. And we got Zyberblood with us tonight. How you doing, Zyberblood?
I'm doing pretty good.
And Damok is back for some more. How you feeling, man?
Exhausted. How about you?
Yeah, start up that new job. They working you real hard, or completely not at all?
Completely not at all. I'm the phone bitch, and I've answered a total of about 20 phone calls all week long.
Oh, man. God, I hate you. So, again, tonight was an impromptu live show because why the hell not? We had May the 4th be with you last weekend, which the Revenge of the Sixth for me was hella interesting. But anyways, I'm Cecil Xavier, your host. First thing we got to pop into, of course, and it's probably going to be the lamest GNA again for me, but what is everybody drinking? So, we'll start with Cyberblood. I'm hoping he's drinking something. What are you drinking, man?
I am drinking this Mountain Dew Voltage. Nah, seriously, though. I am drinking a South Tier IPA. I am not impressed. I am not impressed whatsoever. It tastes... I don't know if you ever had a first brew out of like a new system.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
But it tastes like that.
Oh,
it tastes like first brew out of a new system. Like it was bottled really young out of unmature tanks.
Like first one out of the keg?
Yeah.
Sucky.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. If this is like their standard, yeah, sorry, South Tier. No.
Hey, well, as I've said before, not everything is going to be great. So
right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the 7.0 by volume. Let's see, does it have the IBUs on this bitch? This bitch does not have its IBUs.
So,
but,
hey,
yeah.
quick fun question before we go on, because, you know, this was so impromptu, I didn't even think about it. Does everybody have Audacity running? We actually recording?
Yep, I do.
Oh, good.
Yeah, right here.
Because I just realized it as I started it up, and I'm like, I got the Skype recorder going, but did I actually start Audacity? And I look back there. Oh, there it is.
I don't think Damok is.
Yeah, look at that slink away from Damok's lady.
So, Shadow Fox, what are you drinking tonight, man?
Mountain Dew.
Man, that's a blurry Mountain Dew right there. Like that's
I'm actually live troubleshooting a camera driver right now. So
man, that's hella sexy right there. What about you, Damok? What are you not drinking?
Well, I have a almost full can of regular Coca-Cola with nothing added to it, but yeah, I don't know. I pissed today like twice, and it came out a really dark orange, and I was like, yeah, I'm probably really dehydrated. I should probably not drink, but in the spirit of I'm a raging alcoholic, I have some Apothic red wine, which is pretty decent. It's really cheap, but it tastes more like a premium wine. It's a darker red. I've really enjoyed it. I've had a lot of red wines and really enjoyed most of them. I don't know. It tastes almost like a port wine because it's got that really strong punch to it, which I love port wines. Like Taylor Fladgate is my absolute favorite port wine. But the $120 a bottle that I purchased it at is, yeah, this one's $8. $8 a bottle and it tastes amazing.
Nice. That wasn't the bottle I dropped off, was it?
It might have been the bottle I took to your house, and since you don't drink red wine, it came back to my house. But no.
Well, I bought one here. I bought you 2 bottles of wine for you to drink when you showed up, and then you never drank it. So then I brought it to your house because we don't drink red wine here.
Oh no, dude! I pounded through those bottles. Those were gone. This is like bottle number 6 I've bought this.
Nice. Well, I'm totally lame tonight. I'm not drinking a damn thing. Same thing for the past episode. Still trying to work through it. We went out and grabbed some sushi tonight. So I had a Sampora while I was there. And literally, I almost died from being unable to breathe. So I said, meh, I guess I'll skip it tonight. But hopefully by next weekend, I'll be rocking and ready like a champ. So next segment, always got to get into State of Games. Now, Zyber, we're going to start with you. You better not be as lame as you were last weekend.
I actually played Wildlands once this week.
I am so disappointed in you. Seriously disappointed.
You were there. Shadow was there. Damok was there.
Seriously, Kyle. Seriously.
Other than Pokemon, I what's the name of the damn thing? I have been playing this app game. Let's see, Goddess Primal Chaos. Pretty neat. It's like a click and drag Diablo-esque kind of game.
Nice.
Yeah. You go around killing bosses. There's a PvP aspect to it also, and it's fun. It passes time. I just haven't really focused on much gaming this week or last week or the week before.
Well, shit, man. We gotta get you back into that. I mean, hey, they just released a whole friggin' new DLC for Destiny 2.
I didn't get the season pass for that, so I'm probably gonna pass on that.
Yeah, good plan. I mean, I got to say the one thing about the new DLC, they did get exotics right. Exotics actually feel like they're something again, versus where they were just yellow weapons last time. Like, take for instance the Graviton Lance. So now when you get a headshot with it, it does this void explosion, kind of like Fatebringer used to do in D1. Oh, I can't believe I just called it D1 on a lame-ass person. But yeah, so they made exotics feel a little bit better.
Diablo 1? Yeah,
exactly. They made it feel a little bit better, but I don't know that it's gonna bring me back for any length of time. Not like Diablo, or shit, I just said that. Not like Destiny 1 did, where it really dragged me hardcore into that. What about you, Damok? What's your state of games, man?
I play 3 phone games. I gotta get their names. I play Egg Incorporated, Armory and Machine, and Boardroom Tycoon as I sit at my desk and literally play my phone all day. And then I realized that I can cheat and just turn off and change the date and settings. So I've been blasting through a whole bunch of stuff, getting it all done. I've played a little bit of Ghost Recon, but honestly this week I've just been spending time with the family and been watching a lot of TV. Have you guys watched The Handmaid's Tale? Pretty goddamn good.
I've heard about it. Give us a synopsis. What's it about?
The world goes to shit. It gets uber religious. A uber paramilitary group takes over, and women who can breed turn into sex slaves. And they hold them down and do their thing, and then they breed out children. And it's
hold on. When they hold them down, the wife holds them down.
Yeah, the wife holds her down in the bed while the husband does his whole hands on his side. Yup, okay, we got this. It's great.
Dude, that's not based on that old Handmaid book, right? The Handmaiden, where oh Christ, it's like that. It's basically like a dystopian society, and they have like a hierarchical rule. And I remember there's like a general dude who's banging this chick while the wife's sitting there, kind of. Oh man, they made a television show out of that?
Yeah,
That's almost
and,
as messed up as watching Cyberblood put a contact in his eyeball right now.
Actually, you know what? I wasn't sure I was gonna like it, but everybody rated it great, and I'm enjoying it. Plus, I like watching Zyber put a contact in his eye. That shit turns me on.
Yeah,
Had to
it
get it wet again.
I was gonna say it did. Zyber putting a contact in it, I did get rated very, very high on both Netflix and Hulu. It's got a 78% on Rotten Tomato.
Nice, nice. I'm almost right out there with dumplings.
Oh God! And I had sushi again too, you bastard. So what about you? What about you, Mr. Shadow Fox? What's your state of games?
Mario.
You got a Switch, and that's Mario Odyssey.
We got a Switch. Oh, hang on. Bowser's up. My camera's really not great right now, but Bowser's right up there. I'm gonna go fight him.
So tell us about your Switch. Tell us about it. Come on, give us the details.
Oh my God, I love it. It's actually Skylar's Switch. She bought it. It's not actually mine, but I love it. I love this. I love this so much. I haven't actually played a computer game in a week. Also, because you guys haven't been online.
True story.
But I'm really digging Super Mario Odyssey. I figured out how they got it out so quickly, relatively. There's a lot of reused assets, for lack of a better phrase, from Super Mario 3D World, but it's still its own unique experience. It's almost like 3D World meets open world, but I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Every time I see Daymok drop down like that, all I think is he's trying to blow himself, and then he comes up with this white stuff hanging off, and it's a noodle. I'm like, he got it. He finished. Good job, man. Good job.
I'm so proud of you, Daymok. You can blow yourself.
It's Vietnamese food. It's super spicy. It's burned my mouth quite a bit. But I don't know. It's meat and noodles and broth and jalapenos and who knows what else you put in it. They didn't like it. I'm actually enjoying it.
Nice.
Shadow, you gotta play this next.
Oh God, that looks like a Kirby dating sim.
Oh, sweet. That's exactly what I needed in my life. Oh, I gotta fix my gain. Oh, I'm so unprepared right now.
Well, my state of games this week, I actually dug out a classic game. You guys ever played Rogue Legacy?
Yes.
I dug that thing out of mothballs because I was sitting, oh God, outside for frigging ever. And because I was waiting for my daughter's recital tickets, which ironically, they're... Okay, so I got there at about 3 o'clock in the morning. And there were people already there that had been waiting since midnight. I'm just like, you know what? I love my daughter. Nah, it's not worth like 16 hours of my day to sit outside and get recital tickets. Sorry, kid. So I whipped out Rogue Galaxy and I was, or Rogue Legacy, and I was playing the hell out of that while I was there. And I forgot how much fun that game is. Had my Vita with me. Started jamming out on it. Jumped into some more Sea of Thieves. That game I still super enjoy. It's stupid fun, especially when you get 2 or 3 people with you, and you just go do pirate mayhem. It was Slippy, Colby, and myself. We were just chilling out, having a good time. So, actually, if anybody is watching us right now, since this was so impromptu, I actually am not monitoring chats whatsoever. So, if you're saying anything in chat, you're trying to talk to us, sorry. Totally not getting it. But I'll try to pop those up as we're sitting here and Daymok's eating whatever food he's eating.
What chat?
Chat. We're live streaming. Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, all the fun stuff.
The one that's talking about your penis.
Okay. I didn't realize that we were... You keep saying, well, we're going live. Like, yeah, I was wondering why we didn't clap at the beginning for Audacity, but it's whatever.
This is more like a behind-the-scenes episode at this point.
Oh, yeah. This is great. Let's see, what else other than that? I was also playing some Destiny 2 this week because the new DLC did drop, so figured I'd have to go check it out. It actually wasn't... It wasn't, like, great. It still felt same way, but it felt a little bit more like Destiny 1, which was kind of nice. It's kind of lame, though, that Like, literally, it took them this long to figure out, oh, we should go back to some of the stuff that worked in Destiny 1 and do that. But hey, it happens. What else? Oh, I bought some game for Steam called Something Robinson. And of course, I completely screwed up and it was only a VR game and I don't have VR. Glad I only spent $6 on it.
Oh, lovely.
So there's a question. Has anybody here tried out VR?
I have not. I was going to at PAX, but I was thinking community freaking VR gear. That's how you get conjunctivitis.
Oh, yeah. That's how you can get pink eye, too.
Conjunctivitis.
I've actually played with some VR. I've worn the Oculus and I've worn the Vive, and I don't get motion sick like I thought I was going to. However, it's still not there. The VR is still like, yeah, it's great. The Vive, I believe, in my experience, was far superior to the Oculus. Although I would probably buy the Oculus because it's much cheaper, and I don't want the whole room set up to where I'm wandering around, fumbling over shit, trying to do the motion control stuff. I need to put my HOTAS on my table. I need to just strap on the Oculus, and I need to play some Elite Dangerous again and absolutely love it. But even then, they're saying they have a whole bunch of issues back and forth with Elite right now.
Yeah, I was actually trying to figure out, I was like, yeah, I could totally do VR here. That'd be a great idea. And then I looked down at the cat that was sitting down underneath my chair as I rolled back, as I roll over its tail, and I go, no, I'd trip over a cat, I'd kill the cat, smash my skull off of something really heavy, and that'd be it. That'd be all she wrote.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I have the cloud sword then, because that's what you probably smash your head off.
Oh, God, yeah. You still got that thing?
Yes, I do.
Oh, come on, bring that out. I got to see that thing. I haven't seen that thing in years. So, funny story. I was looking for carbon fiber swords online one day, and I found a Buster sword. But it's like the Omniblade Buster sword. Well, the thing is super duper heavy and super friggin' sharp. And that's a full-on functional sword if you can lift it. And it breaks apart into like 5 different blades. We used to have have matches
This is
of
how I work out.
we used to have matches and see who could lift the thing up and just put it like in their hand like this and go straight from the ground and just pick it straight up with one arm. Yeah, the thing is the thing weighs just an absolute metric ton. It's stupid heavy.
Yeah, as you can see from my handshake.
Yeah, you look at it like when I first saw it online and I was like, oh man, I'm totally going to get this. I first saw it online, I'm like, that thing doesn't look that bad. When it showed up and the box was there, I went to go lift the box. I'm like, what the hell did I order? Lead weights? And I opened the thing up. I'm like, oh my. Anyway, sorry. So back to VR. So Damok, you only want? Shadow, have you tried it?
No, I have not had a chance to try. I mean, other than like the Samsung Gear, which was nice for like watching movies on, but as far as the like actual gaming thing, no, I have not tried it. Nor do I have a general urge to try it.
I'm super interested in it, mostly for things like Elite Dangerous, and man, it would be friggin' awesome to play like a Mech Warrior game with VR on, just looking around the cockpit.
Doesn't Hawken work with VR?
I don't know, but if it does, ooh, that might bring that game back for me. If that was a game, Hawken, that like just it showed up and then it vaporized. It was like, pooh, gone.
Yeah, it wasn't Mech Warrior, so people were like, eh.
Yeah, it's really funny how that name really does bring the people. Did you guys play BattleTech yet? Have you seen anybody play BattleTech? So I've been watching some people play BattleTech, and I like the persistent nature of it, to the point of like, if you really screw up, if you're going in and you really screw up, you might as well just like erase, start over, because you're screwed.
Yeah, I've watched a couple people play it. It looks interesting, but it seems to have very buggy and almost laggy animations for the movement, and it looks awkward. So I've not purchased it, but I've watched.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it yet. It's on my to-do list, but then again, I have like 8 billion things on my to-do list, so
On the VR thing, the only one that I've seen that I've kind of wanted to try is the one from Lenovo, the augmented reality one with all the sensors built into the headset, so you don't have to set anything around your room.
really,
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen that one.
We're all looking at you dumbfounded. Like, I mean, Microsoft has an augmented reality, but it's not released yet. I haven't heard of Lenovo having one.
yeah, Lenovo has one. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a link.
Yep, link that shit.
I mean, if Microsoft can't even make it where I can install goddamn Skype on my computer right now, I highly doubt anybody's past them and anything.
Um,
So I know it's kind of random, but did you guys see
One of
that
them.
Google Voice?
Yes, I was just about to bring that up. I was actually just about to say, okay, so next thing, have you guys seen the
That's one
Google
version.
AI voice calling thing?
yes.
That's a Star Wars exclusive. What?
That's one of the Lenovo augmented reality things. I'm trying to find the other one that I found that I wanted to try. It actually had like the little hand thingies, like the Oculus and whatnot.
Okay, I have seen that one, and it's very, very restrictive from everything that I did while I was reading reviews on it. It's awesome. You get a lightsaber, you get all that. It puts it in the room. It does not have true motion tracking. It does not have if you walk forward where it tracks you walking forward. It is still very stationary in like they've had to build your lightsaber specifically with the sensors so that they know that you're doing this.
Right,
And the other
there's another one. Hold on. I'm trying to find the link for it. Um,
But no, that Google Voice was scary as shit, man. That was awesome.
Yeah. Did you guys see that video?
Yeah, watch the video, and then you can go to Google's website and look directly at the links, and it just captures the audio from her making the hair appointment and then order or getting a table reserved.
Yeah, they've got like tons of other examples of the call not going quite as they expected. So if you haven't watched it yet, Google's come out with this AI assistant that basically you say, just like you have your normal Google, like you could get to your phone and you go, "Hey Google, do this," or "Hey Google, what time?" Oh, actually, there goes my phone going, "What the hell do you want?" Because I just said, "Hey Google." So my phone's going freaking out right now. But you can do things like, ask it what to do, ask what time it is. Well, they've now created this AI that they're going to be working in so that it's an actual virtual assistant, like it's a true-on virtual assistant. So you can actually say, "Hey Google, make me a hair appointment for tomorrow between 10 and 12." And Google will find a local hairstylist, call them, see if they've got an opening, and then book it for you, and then let you know, "Hey, here's your appointment." And they can do all sorts of stuff like book reservations. I think even order pizzas, like all sorts of crazy stuff. To the point that people were starting to get, I forget, where was I reading? Like people were freaking out about the Google Assistant, so they were clamoring and saying, "Well, no, it's got to identify itself as Google Assistant, so we know that we're talking to it before we get on the phone with it," and stuff like that. Like people were really getting upset.
Yeah, Google came out and said they're going to make sure that everybody knows that it's Google Assistant calling them because they did as realistic to human voice pattern and human voice speaking as possible. So it says, yeah, okay. It does every idiom and colloquial that humans do in their regular speech. It does it while talking, and it's DeepMind that's powering it. So it's just going back to a massive database, recording everything to make itself better, and it sounds like a real person responding. A little slow.
Okay, I think I'm dying. I smell grape, and there's nothing grape here.
I have wine.
But yeah, that Google AI thing looks absolutely amazing. I'm almost scared to use it. Like like when it comes out, I know I'm going to be totally stoked because I've already got a Google Home in the house. I already use my phone as the assistant, and I'll speak into it while I'm driving. Hey, get me directions to or wherever, and it'll do everything, and it's super super cool. But man, I'm excited about it, but totally apprehensive about it too.
Yeah.
Do you have your phone linked up to like the buttons in your car? Like, do you have you push the talk button on your steering wheel and it'll...
Yep. Yeah, I got all that. That's like standard. I can as I'm driving, I can say, "Hey Google, play the final countdown," and it'll change over and turn on the final countdown, and my radio will start playing the final countdown.
Yeah, I can't do that because one of my coworkers learned to mimic my voice perfectly in all of its nasally glory.
That's
Damn
awesome.
him.
Well, that's the great part about my phone is that it'll actually understand anybody. It'll just be like, whatever. But that is pretty funny. Who the hell mastered your voice? Was it Buddha?
No. What was his name on here? Shit.
Buffalo?
Yeah, Buffalo.
That is awesome.
Yeah, he can do the nasally just as well as I can, apparently. So I had to disable it because even if I left it open, he'd just do it despite me.
That is fantastic. That is absolutely epic.
By the way, I think I fixed the autofocus issue.
Oh, fan-friggin-tastic. I was actually looking forward to seeing some really blurry Mountain Dew again. So
this camera from Microsoft is no longer supported since Windows 7. I had to install Skype and go into disable autofocus and its camera settings in there. Yeah.
I like it.
But hey, it worked.
Awesome. I gave you a challenge.
So E3's coming up.
No.
Yes.
No.
Man, everything we've said tonight, you shaking your head to.
E3 for the last 5 years has been garbage. They're showing you pre-rendered trailers. They're showing, like, okay, let's look at the Division. How great did the Division look at E3? How great did Destiny 2 look at E3? Because it was previewed and it looked far better. They're showing you pre-rendered garbage. Yes, I'm excited for the games. I want to learn about the games. I'm really into it. It's going to be great for that aspect. But I don't watch any of their garbage. I just see what's coming out and when the release date is. Because everything else has been garbage. For like 5 years now, it's been garbage.
Dude, they've always shown pre-rendered stuff at E3. Like, that's what E3 has been.
You're just saying cash grab.
It's not always been pre-rendered. Sorry, Shadow, go for it.
I want Pokemon on the Switch. I'm hoping they announce it. Don't be like that.
No, because if they get
Yeah,
Pokemon
I'm
on the
gonna
Switch,
catch a
I will
fucking
never be able to
Charmander.
stop playing the Switch. Like, my daughter will never be able to play her Switch.
Yeah, it'd be printing. That'd be the one thing that got another Switch in this household like immediately.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm about to do it anyway.
I want to be able to catch a Charmander and evolve it on my Switch.
Yeah, because I'm having
Yeah.
friggin' a pain in the balls time evolving a Charmander on my goddamn Pokemon Go.
Yeah, just wait until the 19th. May 19th, there is the event from, I think it's 1 o'clock here to 4, I believe. I think it's a 3-hour event where Charmander will be in droves, mostly around park areas. So have your lures, your lucky eggs, and incense and all that ready to go.
Nice.
I've not played since I left my previous job. I don't even think I've opened the app.
Bastage. Well, you probably don't have a gym right outside of your friggin' right where you go smoke, do you?
Well, not exactly right outside, but if I were to walk to the other section, there's about 6 of them, all clustered in one area that I could stand in the middle of and hit all of them.
Wow, that's crazy.
That sounds like downtown Petersburg.
Yeah, I don't do it because I don't know. I sit in my chair and thank you for calling. How can I help you? Oh, can I get a good contact number for you? Sure, someone will get back to you shortly.
Thank
And then
you,
I
please
just
come
write it-
again.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hate you.
That's all I do now. I don't understand.
So anyways, back to E3. Blue Shark, who of course isn't here tonight, we got to beat him later. He asked a really, really great question. What do you guys want to see at E3?
What do I
Pokemon
wanna
for
see?
Switch.
Yeah, I second that Pokemon for Switch.
Yeah, we already said that. What else?
Metroid for Switch.
New Zelda game for Switch.
Now, okay, so here's the question. When you say Metroid, do you want a Metroid Prime style or do you want a Metroid like old school style?
I want a Metroid old school style. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be greedy. I want both. I want Prime style and old school style.
Odyssey has both 2D and 3D Mario. It can be done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so Nintendo just released what, and they just ramped up production of their SNES classics and their NES classics. They're now back in stock, and you can still pick them up on Amazon for MSRP instead of $300. I don't know the chances of getting a good, like, old school game. I think they're going to go Metroid Prime. You're not going to get Metroid Original, even for Switch, which would be highly disappointing if we don't get one, but they're really pushing big time. If you've been watching them ramp up their production of the NES Classic and the SNES Classic.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any of that flow around here. We still have scalpers trying to get between $500 and $800.
Yeah, I want both the SNES Classic and the NES Classic really bad, so I've been watching all the news, and Nintendo reopened a new production facility to produce more NES Classics, even though they said it was only going to be limited run. They were too popular. They reopened a new factory to increase the Switch capacity so they can put out more Switches, because of course it's almost tying up with the Wii at this point.
Well, Colbus just joined in our chat, and he said that he wants to see a Halo 6 announced, and he's stoked for Red Dead 2. You know what? I wasn't even thinking Red Dead 2, and I am so thankful that you brought that up, because, man, I loved Red Dead Redemption. I absolutely friggin' loved that game. I did everything in that game. If Red Dead 2 is a quarter of what Red Dead Redemption was, I will be stoked. Did you guys play? You guys played Red Dead, right?
Yes, I have. I
Nope.
absolutely fucking hated when I'd park my horse and then an NPC would park their horse right next to mine, and I'd go to get on my horse, but the way that it was set up, whatever in the framework, I would shift over onto someone else's horse, and you'd hear, "Somebody, go get the sheriff!"
Yeah. Horse thief.
Isn't it Grand Theft Horse, though? I thought that was the game.
Red Dead Redemption is basically like Grand Theft Auto in the Wild West.
So Grand Theft Horse.
Yeah, but the thing is, in Grand Theft Auto, you could kind of get away with a car. In Red Dead Redemption, like, you could get away with a horse, but it was pretty much, you were super friggin' slow. Somebody's going to find you. But,
Well,
dude...
then you shoot them.
Well, yeah, you did, but then you get charged with murder and yada, yada, yada.
Then you shoot the judge.
Well, I mean, I guess you could all the way up.
Yeah, you keep shooting until eventually people stop chasing you. I don't see the problem here.
Colbus actually just jumped in with that. Red Dead is greater than GTA, and I agree with you completely. Like, GTA, I really dig GTA, don't get me wrong. I've played every single GTA that they've had. I except for 5. I haven't played 5 yet because I just never wanted to pony up the money for it. I've played every other one.
5 is on last gen, current gen, and PC.
Yeah,
No
and I
excuse.
just haven't gotten around to it. I've been sitting on my hand. I've been sitting on like my forearm too much.
That's because you want to masturbate to the stranger.
But yeah, the one. Let's see if. Well, here. Okay, so you guys never playing Red Dead Redemption. You won't remember this, but Cyberblood. Do you remember the 4 horses of the apocalypse?
I do. Somewhat.
Okay, so for you two who have never played it, there's this segment in there. There's this little spot there, a little hidden trick that you could find called the 4 horsemen of the 4 horses of the apocalypse. And literally, you went and found pestilence, famine, war, and each one of them looked like different, and they all had their different abilities. Like I think pestilence, as you rode by something, it would get infected and die. It was just absolutely amazing.
I've heard phenomenal things about the game. It just has one really, really negative part. It's not on PC.
That's all they gotta do is port it to PC.
Okay, so I'm pretty confident. Okay, so if I could get Red Dead working on a PC, would you play it?
Absolutely.
Or Switch.
All right, that's going to be a little more complicated.
Make it work for the Switch.
No, I want to play it. I've heard great things. I've watched people play it on YouTube, and it looks really, really fun. It might actually play better than Grand Theft Auto. I really enjoyed 5. I've yet to play the multiplayer on it because it's kind of garbage, and Rockstar is pretty garbage at maintaining their servers. But Red Dead looks very, very good. Red Dead 2, from the trailers and the sneak gameplay that has been out, looks like a lot of fun. The problem is, it's not on PC, and I think Red Dead 2 might be on PC, but it was all rumored.
Well, Red Dead 1 came out long before Grand Theft 5. So there's a lot of stuff that you're probably going to find in Grand Theft Auto 5 that just, blows the original Red Dead Redemption out of the water.
Like the Yeti.
Yeah. But
Crash spaceship.
But Red Dead Redemption, it had all the little hidden things to find. It was a basic GTA basically. I keep saying basic. Do we have to drink now?
Yep.
God,
You
you're so
just
basic.
turned the show base.
But there was this one thing that they had in Red Dead Redemption called the Undead Nightmare, where the main character actually has a nightmare that everybody's turned into zombies. Now, the best part about the whole thing is the game is a mid to long range game. And as you know, zombies are not mid to long range. They get right up on you and they start cracking away. So when you go to play this game, which is a mid to long range game, and these zombies are all getting up close, it gives a level of difficulty to it that is kind of unexpected because you're so used to the mid to long range, and they don't really make that game's short range game is atrocious by comparison to anything else. So it makes it really, really difficult when you try to play that Undead Nightmare because they're literally on top of you, and you can't, you've got a rifle and you're like trying to peg them out, but you can't.
I just looked it up to check. I didn't realize that it was made by Rockstar.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're doing the comparison.
My bad. I did not know that Rockstar was the creator of the game. I saw it. People talked about it. I watched some YouTube videos of it. It seemed fun. It looked good for Red Dead Redemption 2. But I don't know if they're going to do it on PC. The one big thing, and oh man, may the devil have mercy on my soul. I want to play World of Warcraft Classic.
I'm done.
All right, so let's mute Daymok now.
All right. With that,
I refuse to be on the show anymore.
I'm gonna pull off a band-aid here. I've been waiting patiently, frothing at the thighs, but I want the third.
Oh God. Yes. Yes. Yes, 100%. Yes, 1,000%. I just want them to give me an actual day. It's the same thing I said in chat when Blue Shark asked this question. I want a release day. I mean, okay, 2018. Yay! Give me the friggin'
Right.
day so I can
Right.
I can schedule it off from work, and I can get out my my span or my fucking stretchy pants and sit down with a big tub of beer and a tub of big like 8-pound pile of bacon and just sit down and eat and play Kingdom Hearts.
So you can beat
Yep.
it and then let me borrow it, and the console, because I don't have a console that'll play it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna rip through that. Like they'll be like, yeah, this is a 72-hour game. 2.5 days later, I'm gonna be like, yep, I beat it. And they're like, well, that's physically impossible. It takes at least 72 hours to beat it. I'm like, yep, yeah, I figured out how to bend time. I beat it. You'll look at my hours played, and it'll be like 88 hours. You'll be like, the game's only been out for like 60 hours. How the hell did you do that? Yeah.
Yeah. I made a time vortex. Just roll with it. I made a time vortex.
Yeah, I'll just be like, Doctor Strange showed up. Thanos was there. There were some purple Smurfs. There might have been LSD involved. I'm not 100% sure.
Is the time vortex related to the blood vortex?
Is that same blood vortex that was hanging above that chick in Overlord?
Nice.
Yeah, you see, I pulled that together. Yeah, you see that there? See how they all came together like that? Yeah.
Join us on Anime Night every Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, we're watching lowly Nazi shit now. It's great.
You know what? I gotta be a bad person here. I'm actually not enjoying this one, but I don't know. I'm gonna give it like another couple episodes to see what's going on. I'm just like, when it first started off, and I was like, oh man, this is friggin' fantastic. Like, this is war. This looks great. This is visceral. I'm like, this is great. And then they introduced flying people. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm with you. Let's keep going. All right. And then she talked, and I'm like, sounds like a raccoon with something shoved up her ass. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
That's
I'm
a
just,
trash
Okay,
panda.
hold on. I gotta say, I'm even worse than Cecil. I'm literally not able to enjoy it.
He just can't get it up. Also,
what the
it
else
is a
is
trash
for.
panda.
Yeah. Those hours I'm at work, so lame.
Yeah, so that's like, I'm gonna keep giving it another shot. But you know what? Hey, it's okay. I don't have to like every anime that we watch. It's okay. I mean, I'll watch another one. Like I loved Monster. I've been slowly, like, I think I've watched an extra 4 episodes of where we left off of Monster, because I really enjoyed Monster. I enjoyed where it was going. It is really predictable, but I kind of enjoyed the story and how it was unfolding. I liked the mystery of it. I loved that. I loved Overlord. Shit, with the Rory Kenshu, the live action, that was amazing.
I liked Overlord. That's the first one that I really got into.
At first, like when they were doing that, oh, I'm reprogramming her to love me, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh, we're gonna have sex now. I'm like, oh crap. Did he really just recommend one of those? Are we actually watching this now? But then it got way better. Like it got super good.
Episode.
No, it got really, really good. The one that we're watching now, I watched it all the way through, and I have to say, it took me half the season to actually get into it, and then once I got it, and then it really progresses more into the war style. But the flying stuff, I hate robots. I absolutely hate flying shit as well. I don't like those types of anime. But this one, after I got about halfway through, I really enjoyed. I'm looking forward to season 2, but that's me. Not everybody's gonna like the crazy shit that I like. But yeah.
No, and you know what?
like
As
a
I
lot
said,
of
I'm going to
crazy
give it
shit.
some time, because there has definitely been animes that I've watched the first little bit of, and I've been like, I don't think I'm down with this. And then all of a sudden, it's like got into it. And I'm like, oh, this is way
All right,
better.
Colby, sit your ass down and have a puppers.
So, actually, Colby pulled up a great question. Do you think PlayStation, Sony, or Microsoft will debut any new hardware, console, controller, or whatever at E3?
I think they'll dangle the PS5.
You think so?
I think so.
No, it's way
There's
too
a
soon in the
possibility.
cycle. Too soon in the cycle.
Yeah, I got to agree with Shadow. I think it's a little bit too soon in the cycle to be bringing that out. I mean,
The way that I think they'll do it though is the silhouette game, like how some commercials they have like a vehicle underneath a sheet, and this is what's coming. Stay tuned to find out.
Unless the form factor is this, the form factor silhouette doesn't work for consoles.
yeah,
That's the only thing I could see is them releasing a new handheld.
yeah.
like
I
a
really think
PS2.
Sony's out of the handheld market, and I don't think Microsoft really wants to jump into that.
Yeah,
No.
so
No, Microsoft doesn't want to get into it. Sony's out in time
this
unless
was
they
the best
really.
prop.
See, the thing though
Yeah.
is the Microsoft handheld to me is the Surface.
You know, yeah, it is, but it's. I mean, the Surface is a tablet. I mean, that's all it is. It's a tablet. It's not really a gaming piece of hardware, and it's not.
I wouldn't
it's not
even
super
call
powerful.
it a tablet. It's an ultrabook in a tablet shape. It's still, you can't use it as a handheld gaming machine. The Switch is at least light enough to hold comfortably, but a Surface, no, you got to set that thing down.
No, because we had Surfaces before at a place where I used to work, and I mean they walked around with Surfaces all the time. They used it to go in and out of rooms. I mean, it was versatile. As soon as you put the keyboard on it, though, you needed to set it down somewhere.
I meant as far as the weight. Most gamers aren't going to hold a
No,
a
definitely
thing
not.
like this in their hands above their lap for 12 hours at a time like they would a Switch.
You know,
So-
Colbus brings up a very, very good point. He's in chat here. We should just get him on the call. I mean, we should just get him in here so he can talk to us.
wanna
But
come
Colbus
on, Colby?
he brings up a good point about PS4 Pro, maybe like a PS4 Pro Plus, or maybe an Xbox VR thing, because Microsoft hasn't really jumped into VR. And VR, while it still is kind of nichey, VR is taking off more and more. I'm seeing a lot more support game-wise as well as hardware-wise for VR.
You're seeing a lot more support game-wise across the Steam platform because Valve is trying to push the new Vive 2. And yeah, they've always done very, very good with it. PlayStation has their VR. It was a failed product. It already has undersold what they first marketed as. It's under its 5 million sales number. It missed the mark entirely. Nintendo is owning the handheld market. No one else is going to even try and compete. The PSP, I loved one. I had one. It was a total flop. There were some good games that were like, yeah, we can bring people together. We can put Final Fantasy on it. No, Nintendo crushed you. Nintendo crushes everyone in the handheld market. I'm looking forward to seeing a whole bunch of Switch games being released. I think Sony, sadly, is going to keep its mouth shut for the most part and just kind of ride through E3 with a whole bunch of Monster Hunter World stuff, and that's going to be Sony's biggest thing. They're not going to talk about their failed PS4 Pro or whatever it was because now Xbox is beating it on the technical specs. Microsoft's going to tout big and bad and try and whip out whatever they got to, like crush Sony, but they're not going to. Sony's numbers are stronger than Microsoft's, but unfortunately Sony fell behind this time. Look at the technical specs of the new Xbox compared to the PS4.
Yeah, but the PS4 Pro came out before the Xbox did. Before the Xbox One X. A while before the Xbox One X.
Hang on, I'm Googling all these release dates.
Hit it up. If I'm wrong, I owe you a beer.
I thought that that Sony announced the PS4 Pro or whatever it is, that they announced it first, then Microsoft announced theirs. The console that I want to see is the new Atari. And I won't buy one because I don't have memories of Atari except for terrible memories of Atari. But they have their console, they've debuted pictures of it. It looks interesting. I want to see it.
Speaking of Atari, I want to see Code Monkeys come back.
Oh, God, yeah. Code Monkeys be friggin-tastic. Or what was that show that was on G4? Remember? I'm a hero. Or the one with went around just start
Yeah,
killing people?
yeah. Yep.
What the hell was
I
that?
can't remember the name of it though.
No idea. But the PS4 Pro was announced 2016. Xbox One S was
let me
announced.
One X, not one S.
Whatever. Unveiled June 2017.
Right.
So about a year difference.
There you go. A year,
Also, I don't care.
in gaming cycle. That's a long time. When the gaming cycles only last about 6 to 10 years, a year is a long time.
Right, but they're pushing now not to have a replacement every 6 to 10 years.
Yeah, they're
Because people
pushing,
are
but
not buying them.
they're pushing, but there's already metrics on that saying that that's not going to work.
Right, there's metrics that say it won't work, and you're going to have to refresh every 6 to 8 years, 6 to 10, whatever it actually is.
Whatever happened to the idea of making consoles upgradable?
Oh man, that one flew right at that flew out with N64, man.
I know, but like they were talking about it with the Scorpio project on like making it so that you could upgrade certain aspects of the machine.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
like hard drive.
Yeah, they have one of those. Corsair makes it. It's called a PC. NZXT, another company.
Nice.
Kingston.
Nice. Good jab right there. I like that.
I try.
Now, I was gonna say I've been scouring Kickstart and GoFundMe's and stuff like that, and I've actually been seeing a lot of Kickstarter games kicking up for VR, which I thought was really, really interesting. I kind of expected VR to fizzle and die, but there's actually a lot of people who are supporting it too.
There's a lot of support for VR. And I really want to own one VR headset. And sadly, I would probably be the idiot that buys the Oculus that runs into issues with it nonstop. Like everybody reports that they can't play certain games. And every time Oculus tries to screw its users over, because it's Facebook, whatever. But there's a lot of support. There's a lot of games. And then I tried. No, see, there we go.
Oh boy! Oh, and it fell off his head.
There's a lot of support. There's a lot of games out there for it. And then I tried to look at some of the AAA titles. Have you guys looked at the new Doom for it?
No, the Doom FVR or whatever it was. You know, I've seen it, but I haven't actually looked into it.
Have you looked at Skyrim for VR?
Yes.
Negative.
I've seen the PC of it, yes.
Have you looked at Fallout 4 for VR?
I have not.
Negative.
All garbage.
No, I don't. I disagree with you. Skyrim for VR was very interesting.
Also, half those games are now on the Switch.
Touche. Well, they're going to port Skyrim to the Commodore 64 here eventually.
Switch life.
How much gameplay did you watch of Skyrim in VR?
I think a total of about an hour and a half of it.
So, Doom is plagued with the same problem the rest of them are. I want to move forward like this, and then you go up, and then you turn, and yeah, you know what? You can put your hands up, and you can blast stuff, and you can fight people, and you can do all that in Skyrim and Fallout and Doom, and it made more sense for Fallout being an RPG type game that was really set in a turn-based setting using like the VAT system, but it didn't work for Skyrim from what I've seen of it. It really didn't work for Doom. That's been a disaster, but I mean, they'll port their new Doom to anything.
Well, they got to make that money back from Doom because they don't have that DLC multiplayer and skin crap, thank God.
So
Yeah.
I gotta give it to id. I always thought it was ID, but it's actually pronounced id. That was kind of weird to me.
Nah,
Anyway.
I still say ID.
For those of you who are looking for a first-person shooter that want to play offline, go get Doom 2016. Worth it. 100% support them. They actually made an actual campaign that's fun.
Really?
And
Tell me
not
more.
broken. Well, for the PC version, which I played before I got updated stuff, it ran flawlessly, 60 frames a second on ultra settings. It's a well-done port, and on top of a well-done game.
And
Go get it.
how much do they give you every time you mention it?
Not as much as Nintendo's giving me for these Switch advertisements.
Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is.
I wish they had sent me another Switch.
Nice.
I don't get paid by anybody. You know how much money I've made off this? Two escape room tickets.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And like at least 50 energy drinks.
Oh yeah, like 50 energy drinks. I gotta pay you money for those.
I actually got to go and pick up
your
one.
money. I paid all the money for you, Ben. I didn't even drink the damn energy drinks, and I just kept giving Cecil, here you go, here's a 20. Here's a 20. I want to keep making sure there's energy drinks for people.
Nope, you just left me a pile of stuff when you left.
Oh, feel the love. Feel that love.
So much love.
Now,
Anybody play the Detroit Being Human demo?
I did not get a chance to.
Did either of you play Heavy Rain?
I didn't play Heavy Rain, but I watched a friend play it for many, many weekends, which is essentially the same as playing it.
Pretty much. What'd you think of Heavy Rain?
I thought it was great. And then I didn't get to personally experience it, but I got to watch him because he understood that at certain points in the game, if you fuck up, the story's changed forever. And you could see and feel that anxiety in his face as he played. He's like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Well, Detroit Being Human, the demo came out for PS4 last week, I think, or maybe last weekend. Can't remember. Anywho, I played it, and I was on the fence about getting it because I was like, you know what, I really liked Heavy Rain, but I liked Soul, the Two Souls one, and I pre-ordered that, and that was okay, but I was like, you know what, maybe I'll sit Detroit out. I played it. Yeah, I got to get that game. They've taken that up a whole nother notch. Like the things that they did in Heavy Rain, where you had the branching paths where everything you did affected like other things in the game. Well, now it's like before it was you play out a scene and there's like one or two things that you could kind of do that affected how it all ended up. No, this has got like 30 paths in a single game, like that lead to 5 or 6 different outcomes that I can only assume like blast the whole game completely. And it's pretty, and it really gives you that moral, like, I don't know what's the best way to describe it. Well, no, like that moral dilemma. Like you think to yourself, I've got this gun, I should just shoot this droid in the head and save the girl. But then you think to yourself, well, maybe this dude's screwed up. Maybe there's something I can do about it. Then you realize, no, nothing I can do about it. But you've already thrown the gun away because you were trying to be nice.
Wait, there's a dilemma there? You just shoot them. Why are you struggling with this concept today? Just shoot them. Shoot them all the way down.
I thought the same thing, but he had a little girl in his hands and he was standing like, 20 stories up. And I was thinking,
natural selection will take its course.
Nah.
She'll evolve to be able to survive great drops.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
That's how you get 32 experience points.
That's how you kill a plumber.
On the Nintendo Switch.
Now,
money.
Have you guys been looking forward to see anything from CD Projekt Red?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Please,
Cyberpunk.
please, give me that
Yeah,
Metro.
I can't wait for Cyberpunk.
They've been teasing Cyberpunk 2077 for E3 this year.
Interesting.
Like, there's only so many times I can watch Blade Runner to get my fix. I need to play it.
I still have to see the new Blade Runner.
How has Buffalo seen it 12 times? He actually super loves that movie, for the record.
Oh, I haven't seen
I
it.
didn't really care for the sequel.
Well, you can't trust Buffalo's opinion on movies. He thinks John Wick's terrible.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm pretty confident that there's a lot of things you can't trust Buffalo on. Like, what meat to eat. He would say not buffalo.
Yeah, anyway, I thought it was a good movie. A little bit slow, but a good movie.
Well, the
Yeah.
first one is really slow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But-
the first one's, like, brutally slow.
Right, but the second one was a good movie, but it's one of those watch it once and then don't watch it again for another couple years.
It sucks. Really hoping for one of those movies that I just really, really, really wanted to watch, like over and over again.
Go watch it, Cecil.
I do. I got to just eventually get out there and watch it.
Watch it.
I've got to watch it to make sure my constituents respect me again.
I don't respect you until you watch it.
You won't respect me anyways. You've never respected me.
I respected you after we were finished.
Giggity.
Yeah, but you never gave him cab fare, so that's not respect.
He has Uber on his phone.
I do. And I can drunk get that guy there too, so works out.
You can drunk everything.
Yeah, you know, it's actually kind of weird. We were talking to Buddha because we went out to get some sushi after work, and I realized that I've done most of my funniest things and most dangerous things while completely and utterly inebriated.
Is anyone here surprised?
Nah, no.
Not in the least. I mean, this guy sleep drives home.
Oh, dude, that was only like. No, actually, that was a lot. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Have you guys ever played? It's really old. It's a bullfrog game. You ever played Theme Hospital?
Yes.
All right,
Have you-
Spider-Man with the old comment.
What? Man, like Theme Hospital was amazing. I love it. I still play that game from time to time because it's still a lot of fun to me. Have you been watching 2 Point Hospital?
I've heard of it. I haven't been keeping up with it though.
It is the Bullfrog development team that is rebranded under Sega, and they are making 2 Point Hospital, and it looks like an updated Theme Hospital, and I am excited. They will probably announce something for E3, as I'm on a stupid subscribed email list, but I've been watching everything they've put out. Oh, it's going to be great.
Damn. Well, holy sheep shit. Yeah, there's a lot of things coming out that I hope to see. You know what? I was even saying it. I was bouncing it out in Discord chat, and I know it's never going to happen, but I'm going to say it anyways. Man, I really wish they would just come out with a final Dead Space game to just wrap up the story. I know it's not going to happen. I know Visceral closed, yada, yada, yada. I know the whole thing. I'm just, god damn. Like, the DLC for it just left me at such a damn cliffhanger.
Yep, keep praying for Half-Life 3 as well, because Valve's not going to announce shit except for its Vive 2 and whatever its Artifact Dota trading card game is.
Yeah, see,
At least with Dead Space, because it's made by an EA company, you might be able to pay to get the DLC ending eventually. Steam
maybe.
just doesn't care.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, see, the thing is, like, don't get me wrong. Half-Life 2 was great. I loved Episode 1. They were fun, but they were like an old hat, like a really comfortable old hat that you sewed the holes in, and you're like, man, this feels like a new hat again. But it still felt like that same hat. Like, it was great. It extended the story. It felt good. It felt very close to the original Half-Life, though, to me. But Dead Space really, like, man, that game just, the first game scared the ever-loving shit out of me.
I've heard good things about it. I purchased it. I have yet to play it. I think I purchased, a bundle pack of them.
Yeah, I have 1 and 2. I have yet to play either of them. But me and Horror don't get along as well.
The one game that freaked me out more than Dead Space was Fear.
See, like, I dug Fear, but no way did it freak me out more than Dead Space. Like, Alma was like, the way they made her work in that, the way they made that all happen, that was cool. It got me angst, but it was an action game. It was an action game with horror elements. While Dead Space, I can remember walking through Dead Space, walking through a friggin' hallway, and, like, there'd be something dead on the ground. I would stomp, and I'd get, like, inches closer, and I'd just keep stomping until I saw a body part fly off it, and I'm like, okay, we're good. Just in case, because that one time, I would go by a body, and I didn't stomp, and the damn thing lunges out at me and takes, like, half my health away, and I'm like, what the... I stomped on 30 people before I got here, and this one, I said, no, it's dead, and I run by, because I've run by it like 20 times already.
Fear wasn't so much a horror as it was meant to be like a psychological thriller, and I think it did a pretty all right job at that, because at the end, when the entirety of the story was like revealed, I just felt gross.
Well, yeah, like it was good and
Ugh.
suspenseful. It was an action game, and it had some scary moments. I guess a horror. I guess saying it's an action with horror elements is a bad description. And, it's more an action game with suspense elements. But I love the bullet time that they had in it, even though they were really overdoing bullet time. Nice. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right, Colbus. Fuck Half-Life. There. He said it.
Now, I loved Half-Life 1. It was the game that brought me into first-person shooters. I played the crap out of Team Fortress Classic when that came out. I played Counter-Strike in the early betas and loved it, then played it professionally a little bit. Half-Life 2 came out, loved it. I loved that when you were saying that old hat feeling, except they did a great job again. All the ragdoll physics that they added to it, the way they did it, it felt like you were playing the old Half-Life. It was just upgraded, and the storyline continued, which was fun. But yeah, at this point, sorry, Valve, you're out.
Yeah, I think most of the anger is because Valve can't, like, I know it's a trope at this point, but they don't know what a third installment of anything is. They make the base thing, and then they do a sequel to show how much they improved, because like the difference between Portal 1 and Portal 2, massive in gameplay and graphical, and they never did it again. Left 4 Dead 1, Left 4 Dead 2, same thing. We improved it, we fixed some of the things, and we made it more immersive. Never Left 4 Dead 3. This is what they do. They don't make third games.
Speaking of Left 4 Dead and second games, it just reminded me. Any of you guys play State of Decay?
Yes, I did. I liked the game. I liked the overall concepts. It definitely felt like an indie game, 100%. I know it kind of was, but yeah. It needed a polishing touch.
Well, you saw that State of Decay 2 is coming out, right?
As long as they polished it up, it should be fun.
With multiplayer?
Oh, so it's going to be like 7 days, but less broken.
I'm hoping so. I mean, so State of Decay, the first State of Decay was, I really enjoyed it. I love the persistent death thing of it, because I didn't even realize that happened until, like, I started dying. And it's like, oh, hey, you remember your friend who's all hurt and you're trying to find meds for him? Well, you're now him. And I'm fucking limping around and shit. I'm like, oh, well, this sucks. I'm like, I'm never going to be able to run from a zombie now. Like, go up to people, hey, you want to go with me? No, dude, you're like dying. I don't want to be anywhere near you. I'm like, well, shit, that sucks. So I really enjoyed that.
It also suffered from, I wouldn't say it's a gameplay mechanic. It felt like a progression in it, because you couldn't move from the starting base, and then like as you scavenge. The area felt kind of small. You can scavenge from it. The next thing you know, once you cross the river, it's like you need to escape now. Like you have to. Like the game basically forces you out the door.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, now you're in town, and the town is pretty good size.
Yeah, it just felt like a lot of nothing. Okay, a lot of scavenging, but it only lasts for like 1 or 2 days. You cross the river into the other town, 1 or 2 days, and then it's you need to clear it out now. They're going to bomb the area or whatever it was. And then it was done.
Yeah. Nope. Turn your mute off. Turn your mute off.
That helped. What did you say about ID? They don't do thirds?
No. Valve.
Okay. So I was gonna say Quake had a few runs.
Quake probably gave people the runs.
Yes. So on that subject, Champions is all right. It's another like run around arena, but I would actually like to see a real sequel to the game of Quake, where you run around, kill these demonic forces.
Well, I mean, you got plenty of games that are running around killing demonic forces. I mean, even Wolfenstein morphed into killing demonic things.
I know, but I miss that that Quake feel, and I like that in like a real Quake release. And if they're gonna do online, I would like to get back into like the 244, 246 kind of stuff like I used to play on GameSpy.
Oh, GameSpy, man, that's a blast
Let's
from the
get
past.
on with the killing.
Exactly. Freaking rocket jump, snipe, and shit. Ah, it was so much fun. I miss those nights of getting drunk and playing.
Oh God, yeah, you just dug a memory out of mothballs there.
Anybody play Firewatch?
Yes.
I want a Firewatch 2. I know they won't announce it, but I want it.
Well, that was another one of those indie games, and I don't know where they would go with a Firewatch 2, because the first Firewatch, like that story as it unfolds, like I started playing that, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, and like I felt like no matter what I selected at the beginning when you're doing the whole thing, with your telling a story about the wife, no matter what I chose, I'm like, no, this is like the total less dick thing to do, and it like pans out, I'm like, oh my God, that was the total dick thing to do. Like there was nothing I could have done to make that go in a good way whatsoever. It's like your wife's dying. Oh, you're gonna go hang out with your friends. Oh, you're a horrible person because you didn't bring her with you and she's dying at home. I'm like, oh my God, I just needed some time out on my own.
I would have said, serves you right, you starey bitch.
Have you played Firewatch, Cyber?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, Firewatch it's a walking simulator. And it's super, super simplistic. There's not a lot to it. It's all about exploration. And you know me with exploration games. I fucking love exploration games. But it's all exploration. And you basically, you're a dude who goes out into the middle of the forest. And you're hired to stay in one of the Firewatch towers. Which is basically you just spend all day. And you check for fires around you. If you see smoke, you freak out.
Oh, so my day job.
Pretty much, only less college kids.
All right. Yeah, sometimes where I work, we get put on Firewatch because like our simplex system isn't working.
Yeah, and that's basically it. Only imagine you out in the woods, but there's a whole story that opens up with it that really like it's like at first. I want to say that the story was predictable, but like I kept guessing. Like I'm usually really, really good at like calling movies, calling games. Like, oh, this is gonna happen. Oh, this is gonna happen. You've played so many, you've seen so many. You start to see the signs, and you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen. Firewatch had me guessing, like a lot had me guessing, till almost the very end. And it was about the time where you found where that dude was camping. And that's all of a sudden where I realized, and I went, oh, shit. I know what happened. Because then you start reading the stuff.
Yeah, they led you to that so that your whole realization happened like, oh my God, what am I going to do next? Like, and then you keep playing. And all it does is it fills in the rest of the gaps for you to the end, but getting to that point was mind-boggling, and it was fun, and you didn't understand what was actually going on. And there are college kids.
They're not as many as he deals with. and a couple lesbians don't count as college kids. But I gotta ask, Daymock.
They do in my book.
Daymock, did you throw the radio in the water?
God damn, I threw that radio right in the water.
Me too.
I got the achievement.
I didn't even know there was an achievement for it. I just was like, fucking bitches, and I just picked it up, threw it in the water. I'm like, oh shit, that worked. Then it popped up.
Did you get stung by the bee?
No, I did not get stung by the bee.
Bit by the raccoon?
I did not get bit by the raccoon.
Then you, sir, are failing at exploration games.
Damn it, now I gotta go back and redo that to get stung by a bee and bit by a fucking raccoon. Did you play the director's comment?
It's called the Trash Panda Kiss.
Did you play the commentary afterwards that they released like forever later? The director's commentary?
Not yet. I got to go back and play with the director's commentary, but I wanted it to be fresher in my mind. Like, I wanted to play the game forget about it a little bit. I know the ending. I got that, but I wanted to play it with the commentary later on after I've forgotten parts.
Dude, honestly, the commentary is worth it. As soon as it came out, it was still pretty fresh in my head. It came out, and the commentary makes it a kind of a different walkthrough of a game, because some of the commentary, they really get detailed down into like what their thought process was, where they thought the player would go, how they were leading the player down this path. It was well done. Very well done. What about now that I'm thinking about all these different fucking games, Oxenfree? OXN-free, I think is what it's called. I'm getting. I don't know whether that's the. Of course I've played it, or of course I haven't played it.
Did you just pull some words out of a hat just to test us?
No, it's an actual game. It's OXN like free.
Okay.
Okay.
You said
No,
people
no,
do this.
no,
What is it?
no. It's OXEN free.
Okay, there you go.
And the reason that none of us have played it was because it bombed out on Windows, it bombed on Xbox, and you know the only people that played it? Apple users, because OS X runs it.
I was gonna say it was free on Xbox a while ago. The only reason I played it is because it came out free and I played it. It was a mystery story that was kind of pixel arty. It was probably about as close to a walking simulator as you can get with that isometric pixel style. It had another very, very interesting story, a little bit more supernatural than anything else. But it's if you can get it cheap or free, preferably, it's actually a super fun game to play. A game that I just thought of that I would absolutely friggin' love to see at E3, which I think I would also lose my shit of if they actually brought it out. Until Dawn 2. Judging by the looks on your face, you guys haven't played it.
You know what? I'm going to let Meowth run the rest of the show.
To be honest, I have it, but I haven't cracked into it yet.
Dude.
I played part of it. I don't know where you're going with it, because I was not enjoying it.
What part did you get to?
It's been a while now, but I mean, I played it for like 30 minutes and stopped.
Okay, so it is a suspense / horror / like heavy rain style game. It's an interactive story. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. It's an interactive story versus like, you know, a full-on Twitch-based game. I mean, there's Twitch-based stuff in it. Like, you got to press stuff at a certain, you know, as quick as you can, and you got to press button combinations and whatnot. But it unfolds. The basic premise of the story is you've got a group of kids who go up to I say group of kids, like 18 to 20-year-old or whatever. They go up to a mountain resort, and they have an accident. And one of the guys there, his sisters go missing. So it's a year later, and that kid has brought everybody back together and said, hey, look, you know, we do this every year. Let's just get back together. You know, let's just have fun for them. And he stages this whole thing to try to get back at him. You know, you kind of figure that out right at the beginning because you're like, oh, this guy's talking kind of weird.
Wait, isn't this the game you played for Extra Life and we were really confused what was going on before you were sleep deprived?
No, I think that one was Layers of Fear that you're talking about.
Okay, never mind.
Because that was the one where I kept asking, what does that say there? Can you see that there? I can't see that. What does that say? Does that look like a pattern?
No, there was another one, though, where there was like a cavern and a cabin or something.
That might have been.
Yeah, there was a cabin involved. Meow, stay over there. You're now replacing me. Okay,
oh,
fine.
Great. Now his butt's gone. Now I can't even look at Meowth's butt anymore.
All right, well, I guess I'm back.
Oh, I'm looking at Meowth's butt again. All right, good job.
Hey. He was a way better camera personality than me.
Meowth has a really weird looking butt.
No, Until Dawn, like from it's. I attribute the same thing as kind of Firewatch.
His ass with his tail. Wow.
I attribute the same type of thing as Firewatch, how the story unfolds, and when you finally get to the aha moment of it, you're like, oh, well, that's definitely not what I expected. Way more on the supernatural though than Firewatch. Firewatch was all straight, no supernatural to it whatsoever. Even though you think there is a whole bunch of times, there was no supernatural to it whatsoever. But yeah, Until Dawn, it looked really pretty. It had some really good actors in it too, which was another surprising thing. It had what was her name? I screwed up her name last time. It's Hayden
Panettiere.
Thank you, Hayden Panettiere. She's in it. There's
Oh yeah, nice.
There's a dude. There was a. You guys ever see Agents of Shield?
Yeah, it's Brett Dalton. I'm on the wiki.
Thank
page.
you, Brett Dalton. He's
He
in
played,
it.
The fuck. What was the character he played? And he was the main or antagonist of season 2. I forget what his.
Yeah, he was the asshole.
Yeah, he was the asshole, the betrayer.
Yeah, that's it. Ended up dropping 2 people like at the bottom of the ocean or something.
Yeah, that was Fitz and Simmons. They're fine now. They got married. Spoiler alerts.
Yeah, did what was it? Did Fitz ever get his brain all worked out, because he was all like broken?
Yeah, that was like season 3 of getting his brain back together and saving Simmons.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I barely made it through. I don't think I'm through season 2.
Yeah, he like murdered a bunch of people to get it done too.
Oh man, you ruined that for me. Oh, you're such a dick.
Yeah. He turned into a badass. Oh wow, Megan Martin.
Well, you know, guess what? Screw you. Dumbledore dies.
Did Snape do it?
Yes.
Called it.
So, I just ruined that for you.
Oh, by the way, Until Dawn is one of the games you played for the 24-hour stream.
It is, yeah, I did. But the one that I was, like, everybody was all confused about that I was playing, or at least the one that I remember, granted that whole day kind of blurred together, was Layers of Fear.
No, we were also confused when you were playing Until Dawn. You were just like, what the hell is going on? And damn, she's hot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that game was, and that was another one of those games where everything you did affected, like, what happened at the end. But I'd like to see a second to that. I don't know how the hell they would do a second to that. But I would love to see a second game to that.
Right, it's just like, I don't know how they could ever do a Firewatch 2. It'll have to be in a different setting with a different storyline and not be the same thing as the first one. Man, I would love to see those devs come back out and just be like, hey, we're doing this. And then, you know what? It'd be the first time that I pre-order anything in years.
You know what they could do? They could take the main character from Firewatch 1 and make him the radio person for Firewatch 2.
All right, I am now just throwing money at the devs if they come out with that.
I could see that working. And like, he's sitting there talking and he's like reminiscing or stuff, or he makes little drops about different things that happened. Like, you know, he mentions about the what's his face? The kid, you know, finding the kid and whatnot.
No, don't say anymore. Don't ruin it. Let people play it. If you do
I'm
not own the
stopping there.
game, buy the fucking game. Buy it at full price and support it legitimately. That's an amazing game. It really is.
Yeah, Firewatch is definitely one of those, and it's a total indie game, and it looks good, it feels good, it plays good. Just like they nailed it all around. I mean, it's not like Blockbuster. You're not gonna go play this game and be, oh man, this was like the best game of 2016. We got to play this. No, it's not that, but it's a genuinely fun game in a mist of just a whole bunch of crap games. Firewatch is just kind of sitting there like, hey guys, I'm fun. Play me.
I'll play you.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. Massa nuttin'. Yeah, you will.
I got a massive nuttin' for you.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a massive nuttin' happening.
There's gonna be a mass of nothing jumping from your ass.
Hey, I got you a print. What do you want?
Hey, I got you a webcam.
That I had to fix.
Hold on, I'm seeing a... Oh, wait a minute. No, you got me a Hemi, so we're good there.
A semi Hemi.
Oh, damn it. Sonic can move faster than my damn car. God damn it.
Hey, now I don't want to bring down everybody and make it really sad, but have you guys? I posted the news in the Discord. Have you guys seen Cynical Brit? He may or may not be able to show up to E3.
Negative. I haven't had a chance.
Do you know who the Cynical Brit is?
Is he a streamer?
Yeah, a streamer, YouTube content creator, does a lot of gaming stuff. He's one of the biggest out there.
Wait a minute. Bigger than Dr. Disrespect? Fucking asshole.
Wait, what's streaming?
It's when
Yeah.
you stand on top of your computer and you pee near the camera, but not on it, just near it.
Oh, but I only pee between my lover's legs, like Daymok.
Goddamn right.
Touche.
No, but Cynical Brit is dying.
Of?
I don't know if is it cancer or
Well,
Some-
if he's in England, it's probably cancer.
yeah, probably. But yeah, I posted it, and not a lot of people pay attention to the stuff there. Sorry, why do I say Cynical Brit? He's Total Biscuit.
Oh, no, definitely don't know Total Biscuit.
Why did I say Cynical Brit? Because okay, so Total Biscuit is Cynical Brit or whatever. His failing health and telling fans he believes he will die soon. It's bad, dude. He's if you don't watch his stuff, do yourself a favor and watch some of his video game reviews. They're great. I kind of want to see what he comes out with if he can even make it to E3. That was one of my favorite reviewers. Aside from Yahtzee, of course, of Zero Punctuation, because it's Zero Punctuation. You guys watch that shit, right? Everybody should watch that.
Dude, if it doesn't have textbook or manual at one end of it, I haven't watched or read it in like 2-3 years.
If it doesn't have boobies, I don't watch it.
It has boobies.
If it doesn't have camera
Does?
information
It has
in it, I
boobies?
don't watch it.
It has camera information. It has boobies. It has dongs. It's. How do you guys not watch Zero Punctuation?
I've
Um,
never even heard of it. until
Mostly
now.
because we live under rocks. Big, heavy
Yeah.
rocks.
Let me show you the rock that I live under.
Damok out.
Did you see my rock roof?
Well, there's a lot of cool stuff. I'm hoping E3 is going to be revealing. I'm really not. I'm hoping that they bring out something new and they're just not recycling. I guess that's my biggest hope. They don't.
Wait, have
they
we
just
been-
don't recycle.
Are we still talking about E E3?
No, I'm just getting towards the end of the show, so I was going to start closing things up. Recap.
Oh no, that's what we've been talking about the past hour.
Oh no, we kind of slipped into Firewatch and then masturbation. There was
You gotta slip into masturbation. You can't just skip it.
Oh no, that's why we're talking about me sitting on my arm for so long. Well, Shadow,
Oh, I have to read it.
dramatic pause. Where can people find you at?
Wait, hang on. Let me bring up the camera so I know which corner I'm pointing in. Wait, where is it?
You're in the upper right.
Yeah, I get it. I just
Go.
hang on.
Go.
I'll wait
Go.
for
Go.
it.
Go like this, like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Oh, good. Morgan BS photo. MorganBS.com. There you go.
You said it. That where everybody can find you at. Nowhere else.
I can be found anywhere. The GNA Discord, and then my website has all my links for everything else. Don't follow me, or do. Doesn't matter to me. I do this for fun, and clearly not for money.
No, we don't pay you in T-shirts or energy drinks or anything.
I will take payment on Nintendo Switches, though. I would like-
Negative.
I would like to thank Cecil. He did get me a T-shirt, and then he lied about the T-shirt when he wanted it over to my desk.
I
and
didn't
went-
give you that. Do you want me to go get the damn T-shirt that I'm supposed to be giving you?
Yes, you said you got me a t-shirt.
Hold
left it
on.
my
Keep the
desk.
show
There's-
going.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about Humble Bundle to get it out of the way while he's doing that. Where did my notes go? We have partnered with Humble Bundle. Tell us about Humble Bundle rotating host. It's really weird. Humble Bundle is a game purchasing service that we, GNA, are partnered with. You purchase games like you normally would, but with a twist. You can choose what part goes to the publisher, to Humble Bundle, or charity. You can give it all the charity you want, or none of it. Your call. Throw that question mark partner equal GNA podcast. That's literally all one word with no space. Yes, I'm adding text to this. At the end of your Humble Bundle link before you buy to let them know that we sent you their way. That way. Their way? That way? English. So far this month we have raised, there's supposed to be an X value there that's probably been updated. That's not right, but it's over $40 at this point for charity through our partnership with Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle. I'm not Englishing.
And check
All right,
out
let's
Humble
start.
Bundle because they got a really cool bundle, the Cry Engine bundle, which comes with not only assets, but games.
Yes,
See?
yes, it has a lot of really cool games in it.
I found a space to put that while you found the shirt.
Nice. Did you see the shirt?
No,
Oh,
I was
jeez.
busy reading the script and adding to it.
Ugh.
Nice.
See?
I'll take 8. Okay, then who gave me that shirt that's sitting on my desk at work?
I told you it wasn't me.
Okay, well, I'm getting extra shirts for no reason. Yay me. I swear to God, you said I left a shirt on. Oh, was that you, Daymok?
It was
You're
me.
not welcome. It was not fucking me. I have no idea.
I was going to say, how the hell did you get that there? That was amazing.
Somebody left
I
a
did
shirt
it.
on my
I
desk that's
ninja'd in.
Zelda.
I ninja'd in and did it.
Okay, well, the
I'm
federal government's
taking
probably
credit.
looking for you.
Yeah, well, there's that one person that's gonna be a D&D tomorrow that is a female that probably knows you like Zelda and
Oh.
why you should not promote her because even though she's perfect for it, there's a lot of
Can I promote her?
implications.
Can I promote her?
Oh, for the love of Jesus.
Anywho,
Can I promote her?
Zyrablood, where can people find you at?
You can find me on the GNA Discord, the GNA Twitter, the GNA Facebook, anywhere you can find GNA podcast. You can also find me on my own Facebook, my own Twitter, and I don't have a Discord anymore. But if you want to play games, just come on over to the GNA Discord, look at all my links, or just search Cyberblood. That's CYBERBLOOD. 10 to 1, it's going to be me.
Daymok, where can people find you at, man?
I am always in the damn Discord channel, whether I'm there or not. And if you actually wanted to communicate with me, blow me at daymoksucks.net. As daymok.sux.net, and it is definitely blow me at daymoksucks.net. Website's coming soon. I just did the email forwarding thing for the moment. So that's what I got.
Oh boy. And I'm Cecil Xavier, your host. You can find me at Cecil vs. Games on Twitter and Cecil Xavier everywhere else. I'm in the GNA chat all the time. You can also find me hosting the GNA podcast that you are probably listening to or watching right now. So we hope you enjoyed the show.
Right
Don't
now?
Right meow. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to rate, review, or subscribe on iTunes. Reviews and stuff on iTunes help people find the show. So if you enjoy the show, help other people find it. And give us a rate or review. You can find us on Android with Google Play Music, Podcast Addicts, Stitcher, Player FM, Spreaker, MyTuner, Your Listen, wherever else you want to find us. Let us know. We'll upload there if we're not there. You can follow us on Twitter, search at GNA Podcast, or join us on the Discord chat. See the pinned tweet and soon a link on the website. We're also on Facebook. Just search at GNA Podcast. We've started playing and hosting guests on our streaming feeds, www.twitch.tv/GNA Podcast and mixer.com/GNA Podcast. You've already heard our Humble Bundle partnership thing. Go check them out. We support Extra Life with ours, as well as check out our Extra Life event that we're going to be pimping out here coming up in November. It's going to be a 24-hour stream for charity. Whole bunch more information coming up, but we just figured we'd pimp some of that out early. We're a proud member of the Ninja Pancake community, so go check out people like Remy and Tinks on Bombshell Jackets or The Meter on, oh shit, We Need to Talk. Holy crap, I was going with What the Finish. I'm like, that's Langels. We want to thank, oh, hold on. Shit, where's that guy right there. Morgan BS Photography. for our logo and artwork. Check him out at morganbs.com. Email us at gnapodcast@gna with your DNA.1 with questions, comments, death threats. We don't care. We want to hear them. We'd love to hear from you. So please send us that damn email. And last but not least, our website at www.gnapodcast.com. Come visit us there as well. Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining me on this impromptu live stream.
Absolutely, brother.
Just because, why the hell not? Because it worked last time, and it's fun.
Right?
Oh boy, time to mute him.
You need to mute him about 20 minutes ago.
I
All right.
think you're right.
All right. So no one answered me. So can I promote her?
No.
No.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Bye. Kill the feed.